Hi everybody, I'm Dr. Leslie Blevins with Enilda Clinic at enildaclinic.com, and today I'm really excited to talk to you about education therapy. So education therapy is a different type of therapy than tutoring or than counseling. It's different than play therapy. It's probably something that you might not have heard of before, and it's something where you are training the child to learn how to do organizational skills, learning how to engage in good studying, deep studying, learning how to do the types of things that tend to get in the way of effective learning. And so let me take you through some of the things that education therapy does. So specifically with organization, we focus on time and space. And so with time, we focus on things like keeping up with due dates, creating a study plan, breaking down large assignments into bite-sized pieces so that the client can do it across multiple days, preventing that feeling of overwhelm that many of our students encounter whenever they haven't learned how to organize themselves yet, and creating a manageable homework plan. And then the last one is fitting in sports and activities, including family life activities. Something that I know many of the families I work with talk about quite a bit is how can my child be able to fit in their basketball plans or, their musical instrument practice, or even just having leisure time, going outside and playing or playing their video games or whatever they want to do, and still be able to get in the practice with their homework that their teacher's wanting them to get so that they can be successful in school. So that's all about the organization of time, several different types of strategies that can be learned with education therapy. And then of course there is the organization of space. So that's where we're looking at the book bag, the folder that the child is carrying around, the child's locker for the older kids, and then of course the homework area at home. And so this is really helpful because this is giving the child the tools at the ready whenever they need those tools, and also helping them to be able to find different pieces of information when they need to study, when they need to turn in homework, putting everything together so that they're able to do their best performance. So what are the benefits of education therapy? One is that it helps your child to learn to love education. Now, for some of you guys, your kid may already love education. They might love learning. And so this might just be a benefit to help them to be able to go to the next level. For other people out there, you might have noticed that your kid's starting to complain about going to school or complain about specific subjects. And so education therapy is a way to decrease that burden so that they can really engage in the joy of learning. The second benefit of education therapy is that it really helps to reduce the tension between the parent and the child. Oftentimes the parent is taking on the responsibility of teaching organization to their child and helping their child to get through homework. And so with education therapy, that role is being assigned to somebody else so that you get to have more time to just spend with your kid and enjoy that parent-child interaction, more time to just have fun in the afternoon. And then the difficult part of teaching those new skills is assigned to someone else. The third benefit is that you're teaching your child organization skills that will be necessary across their life, and increasingly necessary. And so what I see is that oftentimes in elementary school, much of the organization is prompted by the teacher and prompted by the parent. And then once we hit 6th grade, then a lot of organization skills are put on the student. There's a big step up. And then across middle school, of course, more and more responsibilities put on the student. But then there's another big step up in high school, especially with after school activities, sports, doing extracurricular things. And then of course, whenever we get to college, whenever the child really is taking ownership of their time for 24 hours a day. And so that organization piece is something that we can start early in elementary school and teach them to have ownership and responsibility of their time and their space, so that as they are developing, they thrive with that responsibility and they feel confident with that ownership, so that they're doing a great job and they're able to focus and have fun with their learning process. So education therapy is for children between elementary school and college, and anywhere in between. And it's especially helpful for high achievers. So this isn't a type of therapy that's meant to necessarily remedy a deficit. It certainly can for children who might have organization deficits, things related to, for instance, ADHD or autism, or a child who just in particular needs more intensive instruction in organization. It can absolutely help in those areas and with those particular kids. But I think it's also especially helpful for the high achievers, because those are the kids who are typically taking on a lot of extracurriculars, or who are trying to take on pretty burdensome classes as they're getting older, and the organization load increases pretty rapidly for them. And so oftentimes a way for a parent to really help their child is to just help them with their organization strategies, so that that burden is reduced and their child can spend more time doing the things they're passionate about. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're interested in education therapy for your child or for yourself, if you're in college or high school, then feel free to reach out to me at enildaclinic.com, and I'm happy to talk with you and do a consult with you and see what we can do to help you out. All right, thanks.